My roommate lied about paying bills, so I shut off the power during his date. I used to live with this guy, let's call him Jordan, who had two core personality traits. He was obsessed with looking rich. He was terrible with money. The kind of guy who would max out a credit card on sneakers, then ask if he could Venmo you next week for rent. When we first moved in together, we agreed to split everything 50-50, rent, internet, electric, you name it. I'd handle rent, and he'd pay the utilities. Simple, right? Well, not for Jordan. A couple months in, I started getting weird mail, like final notices from the electric company. When I asked Jordan about it, he just brushed it off like, oh yeah, I paid it online. They probably just crossed wires or something. I'll call them. He said that every single time. But here's the kicker. The Wi-Fi started getting cut off randomly. Then the power would flicker. Once, I came home from work and the whole apartment was dark. Like horror movie dark. He blamed city outages. But I called the electric company just to check, and surprise, nothing had been paid in 2 months. I confronted Jordan. He tried to gaslight me, said I must have misunderstood, that he paid through a different app. Then I found a receipt 300 from a sneaker store. Same day as the electric bill due date. That's when I decided, you want to play dumb? I'll play with the fuse box. I quietly paid off the overdue balance myself, not for him, but because I didn't want my credit trashed over his nonsense. But I also scheduled a manual shut-off for one very specific night. Jordan had been bragging about this big date. Finally got this girl he'd been chasing for weeks to come over for a romantic dinner. Candles, music, homemade pasta. She arrived right on time. They sat down to eat, and right as he reached to pour the wine, boom. Power gone. He texted me in all caps. Bro, WTF, did you forget to pay it? I replied, oh, I thought you handled utilities. He didn't respond. Later, I found out she left after 10 minutes. Apparently, trying to eat cold pasta in the dark while your phone dies isn't very romantic. Next day, I flipped the power back on. Didn't say a word. Jordan never brought up the bills again. He also started paying, on time. I moved out a month later,